I'm Councilwoman Laura Pastor, and I'm right here in front of the Nash on Roosevelt Road to learn about Black History Matters. You will meet Mr. Eli and Steve from the Nash, and of course my homegirl Gisette Knight, who brought it all together. I am here with Mr. Eli, who's going to tell us about the Nash.
Thank you very much. I first want to thank those that put this mural and this project together. It is a wonderful project. And of course, the name is Black History Matters. As significant as that is, a more significant logo is Black History Indispensable, because Black history has caused America to become a better America. And of all the things that blacks have done and the struggles they have had, we're seeing hopefully beginnings of a new world and a new life. And with respect to the three musicians that were on the mural, they would be in our Mount Rushmore of jazz artists. First, Billie Holiday. Billie Holiday is not only the greatest blues and jazz singer in the history of jazz, but probably in the history of America.
Someday he'll come along, the man I love, and he'll be big and strong, the man I love.
And she has influenced not only other singers, black and white, but other instrumentalists. There's no one like her, and people of all kinds of musicians emulate her because of her prowess. And as far as Miles Davis is concerned, Miles Davis really was the person that gave birth to the cool and one of the most influential jazz artists, and brought this music to America. And again, black and white. And Charlie Parker made bebop and the new music into a household name. And he was so revered that when he died, that his nickname was Bird. And there was graffiti, in a good sense, all over America. Bird lives. And jazz in America is the soul of America. It is the most creative music in the world. And the history, as I said at the beginning, the history is so significant and indispensable because it has caused America to come to grips with the bane of her existence. And today, we are still facing struggles and strife. I want to conclude this by introducing the man who is running the show for the Nash. I was one of the founders of the Nash, but he is the essential business manager. He makes this thing happen, and we are so proud to have him, Steve Mond. Steve?
Thanks, Herb. I just want to echo Herb's comments and thank Gisette for making us part of the project. We're very excited to have a mural, and in the week that it's been up, we've noticed a fair amount of foot traffic, and we appreciate that, even though we otherwise don't have the doors open at the moment.
Thank you to the both of you for introducing Black History Matters, and also to giving us a little history about artists. Thank you very much.
Maybe I shall meet him someday. Maybe Monday, maybe not. Still, I'm sure to meet
I'm here to talk with Gisette Knight to talk about Black History Matters. Gisette!
Awesome. Thank you, Councilwoman Pastor. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Black History Matters is a project that I came up with to pay homage to the ancestors in the African American community. So what we're doing is we're painting 28 murals representing the 28 days of Black History Month. And here's one of the murals right here.
At the famous Nash. We're
Yes.
on Roosevelt. So come by and look at Black History Matters. Gisette, can you tell me where you got this concept in the sense of what buildings did you decide to choose? Who chooses what gets painted on the mural?
Awesome. The concepts derived from tailoring the murals to fit the buildings. So, for example, the Nash is known to be a jazz location. So we tailored the murals to fit by inputting jazz legends in the mural for here. So we got Charlie Parker, Billie Holiday, and Miles Davis.
And then how did you locate the murals? What businesses did you choose? Because there's 28 days, that means 28 murals. What are you going to do with these murals? How am I going to be able to see them?
Well, they're located in high visible areas. So, for example, right here, we're right here on Roosevelt Row. So you could come here, park your car, take a picture of it, and all these murals and the locations will be uploaded to our Facebook event page.
So I'm going to log up onto your Facebook. What I'm going to end up seeing is say, go see the 28 murals. If I go to each mural, I take a picture of myself. I could submit it to Facebook, and I'm entering a contest.
Correct. So that's exciting news. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to get community engagement. So there's actually a mural hunt attached to this. So you come, you take a selfie with the mural, upload it to the Facebook page, and you'll be automatically entered into a raffle. Now, granted, each locations have additional raffle entries, like the George Washington Carver Museum. That's 4 additional raffle entries. And then on March 1st, we're going to do a drawing for a Black History box. And I'm going to let you know, one of the prizes in there is going to be a gaming system.
Dude, is that an Xbox? What is it, PS4? I don't know. Now I'm entering just to win it for my kids.
Right? Well, enter it and you'll see the day of the drawing. If you win, you'll see which system is in there.
What happens if I do multiple entries? Is that allowed?
That's perfect. So if you come in front of the Nash and you take 2 pictures, let's say one with you and then one with your fabulous Chief of Staff, Michael, you can still enter into the raffle.
Oh, that's even more fun
Yeah.
for me. What I enjoy about the project is that not only is it Black History Matters, but you engaged a community
Yes.
and business owners
Yes.
of getting the space of the wall,
Mm-hmm.
and then you worked with them to develop the theme.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, that's exciting, because not only are you doing that, you're teaching history,
Yes.
not only to myself, but to a whole new generation. And in all of this, I get my steps.
Yes.
It's education, art, and my steps.
Exercise.
And I'm exercising.
Yes.
And I'm
Triple
learning,
threat.
And I'm learning the city.
Yes.
That's what's so exciting.
Yes.
So Black History Matters. Know that you're going to be able to do this. We will put up the Facebook page. Gisette, thank you for everything.
Thank
you
you.
for coming up with this. Thank you for all the artists that are all participating. I really appreciate it.
And the businesses.
And the businesses. I'm Councilwoman Laura Pastor in the heart of the city, Rocket District 4.